1, 2, 3, 4. Television controllers.
What's up? What's going on, Knuckleheads? Canuck Shaver here. I'm going to do a full shave today. Pretty excited what I'm about to use. Pretty budget-friendly shave I'm going to have here today. First thing is pretty exciting. I've been waiting for this for a couple weeks now. Saw a couple guys on Instagram already have it. The Yaqi Double Open comb razor, blue anodized, hefty handle, really nice, probably about 90 grams, maybe more, I'm not sure, 88, 93, around there probably. I'll put a link down to it below, but really looks nice, really cool looking razor. Really excited to try one of these. Excuse me, never tried them. I know it's like take on the Grand Shave King, so really excited to try that. For the brush, another budget friendly brush, the Yaqi Barberpole. Really digging this knot. This is actually a 26 millimeter knot. See, it's got some brown and orange and really nice looking knot, actually. Really nice. Pretty big fan of this knot, actually. And for the soap, not the most budget friendly, but a pretty great soap for the price. Stirling Executive Man. Stirling tubs have like 5.8 ounces in them. So there's a lot more than the 4 ounces, and they're about the same price, if not a little bit cheaper. So it really is a great budget soap. I really like Stirling. It's been one of the soaps I've had since I first started wet shaving. Always liked it. And to finish off the shave today, we're going to go with the Executive Man After Shave Splash. Really good stuff. It does have alcohol in it, witch hazel, and aloe, fragrance oil, etc. The scent is to mimic, or it's an homage to Creed Aventus, which is crowd pleaser. Everybody likes it. Whenever they smell it, they love it. So yeah, pretty excited to get into this. So just going to wet the face. Just got out of the shower, so my face is nice and hydrated. Just gonna get a little water on the bristles. And like I said, I usually shake most of the water out. Then let's go right to the puck. And start to load. It's easy to tell if you don't have enough water in your brush, but as long as you get picking up soap, it's so much easier to add water as you're going than it is to add soap. Unless you're using cream, you can just smear some cream on your face, but otherwise, don't have too much water in your brush or it's going to be hard to find that sweet spot. So, that should be good. And as I say that, I'm pretty sure I didn't use enough water in my brush, but anyways. Loaded it up, and you can see it's pretty dry. So I'll just put some water in there to start us off. Kind of just dump the water in there. The thing with synthetics, they don't really hold on to the water. It kind of sits in them. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. That's why they dry so quick. But as you can see, this thing, super soft tips on this brush. Really like it. I feel like they sat the knot a little bit lower than they usually do, which is nice. So it's got a little bit more backbone. Those guys that don't like super soft, which I don't like when they're, I like my scents, but I don't like them flimsy. That's just my take. Some guys like the really super uber soft, flimsy high set knots. That's not a thing for me. This one seems to be set pretty well. I like it. As you can see, the lather whipped up super fast. Boom, there we go. We are ready with the Yaqi DLC. Let's get into it. Oh, I like the smell of it, but I don't like when it's up my nose. Here we go. Pretty smooth. Quite a bit of feedback actually. I'm using an Astra SP. It's kind of the blade I use most times. The first time I shave with a razor. It kind of tells me what I want to use, if I want to stay with that, or if I want to do something more sharper, a little bit more mild. Wow, really nice actually. I know there's a lot of excitement about this razor coming out, a lot of chatter about it on the different forums, about it being a copy of a razor that's out right now, which is actually a copy of, as I said earlier, the Grand Shave King. So people saying it's a copy of the modern one. Well, it's the modern one, the other one's a copy of a vintage razor, so can't really be too butthurt about that. Just my opinion though. The head is nice and narrow actually, so you can get under the nose. Is pretty easy and accessible, which is great. Some of the modern razors have really thick heads and it's hard to get under the nose. This one, not a problem. Now I know I had a pimple around here and here, so if you see some blood, it's not because of the razor, it's because I have a couple of blemishes at the moment on my skin. So far, this is a pretty darn nice razor, I'll tell you. Definitely mild, definitely on the mild side. If you like aggressive razors, this is not going to be for you. It's funny, when I first saw these, the Grand Shave King and the other modern one, I thought they were going to be the most aggressive razors ever, just because the double open comb, it looks intimidating. Even regular open combs look like they're going to be more aggressive, which is not the case. Granted, sometimes some modern and vintage open combs are super aggressive, like the Mule R41 I hear is like just crazy aggressive. But then there's the Gillette New, which is not aggressive. But they are intimidating. I don't know how long I waited before I tried an OC, despite reading that they're not that aggressive. Just those teeth, they look scary as heck. Honestly, like, they're intimidating. If you're a new shaver, you got something with teeth coming at you. Like, look at that. That looks pretty, it does look pretty intimidating, I'll say that. But what great efficient shaver, wow. That's the first pass done. Let's get on the second and final pass. Oh, I really like that. The Stirling soap has a nice residual slickness to it. Good cushioning. I wouldn't put it in my top, quite in my top tier of soaps. It just doesn't match up with the real heavy hitters. But it's definitely, the top tier is 1A. This is definitely 1B. Great soap. I don't really have any complaints about it. There's nothing lacking in the formula per se. Definitely got enough cushion and slickness. Decent aftershave feel, which isn't, to me, the aftershave feel, post-shave feel isn't that big of a deal. I always talk about it because I know other shavers really want to know about the post-aftershave, the post-shave feel of the soaps. I have no issues with the Stirling post-shave feel. This is a tallow soap. I always use a balm or a splash, so the post-shave feel to me is not make or break about a soap. That being said, I don't like a soap that's super drying, but yeah. Alright, pass number 2. It's such a cool looking razor. It really is, like deep blue. They're really stepping up their game, Yaqi. We were talking about that in one of the groups. Putting out stuff that's like affordable for everybody, especially for new wet shavers. I wouldn't take a Yaqi brush over a custom brush, because a custom brush is made by somebody that you might likely know, talked in the groups and stuff like that. said, if you're looking for, you've never tried tuxedo, maybe you don't want to pay a bunch of money for a custom one, you want to see if you like that kind of knot, buy a Yaqi, try it out, they're like 15 bucks or less. They're awesome. They really are. Try it out that way, then get into your custom knots. Get into one of the drops when those guys, the brush makers, usually drop a few brushes a week. Yeah, or get a custom from somebody. Go that way. It's sure in the end you might pay 15 bucks more, but you're gonna end up with 2 brushes. You're gonna find out if you like certain knots, which is a big thing. That's why I always suggest, I don't think new shavers should go out and buy an expensive brush, because you might not like badgers, you might not like synthetics, you might not like, I was gonna say boars, because there's not really many expensive boar brushes out there. But you know what I mean. You don't want to waste your money right off the bat. It's a good way to try a bunch of new stuff. And now they're putting out razors, which they started doing. Really affordable too, about 15 bucks a piece, I think. It's really affordable. And good quality, like good for 15 bucks. The quality is ridiculous. They blow any of those ones that you find at Walmart or any of those stores out of the water. Like, they're not even close. These are way, way better quality. And I've talked to them a bit about when they're making their razors and stuff like that, just little input and stuff like that, and that's why I have so much Yaqi stuff. I make little videos for their site, and they send me some stuff to try out. Simple as that. I'm not getting paid or anything like that. I'm not going to endorse, I think it's great stuff, but I'm not going to say you have to buy it. It's the best stuff in the world. But I will say, for the price point, I don't think you can find better. Oh, really liking this razor. Nice and efficient, smooth. Yeah, not really any complaints about it. Even like the weight of the razor. And these handles do fit on the different razors, so you can put a heavier handle on it, you can put a lighter handle. Wow, that went fast. I'm all done. So let me rinse that off here. Give me 1 second here. Alright. Of course, cold water rinse. A lot of soap today. Whew. Whew. There we go. So as anybody's excited as I am about the Super Bowl, yeah, it's going to be Tom Brady and the Patriots versus my favorite team, the Philadelphia Eagles. So of course I'm hoping the Eagles win. That said, I do think Brady is the GOAT, so I won't argue that. People saying he's not the best, blah, blah. He's made, like, what, 8 Super Bowls? Never really had that much superstar talent around him. In the time he did have superstar talent with him, they didn't win. So, then they lost to the Giants here. Perfect season with Randy Moss. And they didn't pull it out, so, I don't know. Is Brady the GOAT, or is it Bill Belichick? That's the real reason they're so great. Who knows? Time will tell. Hopefully the Eagles knock them off, and we don't have to watch the Patriots in the Super Bowl anymore. Bam! That is it. I didn't put my Tige Hanley on right now because I used it this morning. This is like an afternoon shave. Nobody at home, so I figured I'd do that. Oh, and I want to give you a little tease of something I got in the mail yesterday. I'm just defunking it. And it is this. The Yaqi. The new one there, 24mm Badger. I believe it's the High Mountain White. The tips are a little bit darker than I would have thought, but it is. See how dense that is. Super dense. Yeah, I'm just kind of working it in right now, getting all the stank out. But great looking brush, cool handle. Transparent, translucent, transparent, translucent, transparent. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, there we go. Heck of a shave with the Yaqi Double Open comb, the Barberpole handle Yaqi, and the Stirling combo to end it off. Great stuff all around. I don't even know if I felt my face. Let's see. Oh yeah. really smooth. Help my trouble spots, but I just do one pass to my neck, so don't expect BBS, but my cheeks feel freaking amazing. Great razor, first shave with it. No complaints. Yeah, if you want to try a double open comb, nice little hefty razor there. Give it a try. I guess my thumbs up. Booyah. Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Go Eagles.
Kind of feel the television controllers. Looking like the body that can't hold us. Never show them the hand that can't fold us. Hold it in till we go. Yeah, more brothers died and never shot in Iraq. So why we still discuss violence and rap?